This for my millennials. I be murdering any flow.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can.
Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Coaching spell. 2.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
We talked about it prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now? Let's go to that play.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. 79 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
36.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Dobbs. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Dobbs. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Lucky.
1st and 10, 49-yard line.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Escaping the punt. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
After the sack on first down, Dobbs flushed out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
The Packers take over. Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in the conference.
To throw again on second down. Dobbs. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10, lead dribble.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Recon, 132 fighter. Safety equipment, come.
On second down, it's Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Leo.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing on second down. Dobbs. And he whips that one incomplete there. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 31. Watch the air. Go. Delta.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They run the draw play with Mack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was brought down by Will Harris. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Dobbs. He completes this one to Mack. Touchdown, Chicago! Marlon Mack, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point safely through, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 5 at the 32-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Yo, faster!
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
18 games. 14. 64,
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Got a man, that's complete to Hamilton. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Play action. Now it's Locke. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's go. 60 or. Hey, Sam off. Topper.
Now Jones. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready, set. Look at me. Go.
Locke's going to sneak it. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
To throw again, Dobbs. And he comes back with one complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Dobbs now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Dobbs is throwing, eluding the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing here, Dobbs. Flush to his right. That one complete. He finds Sharp. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Check safety. You go tight. You got tight. You don't go. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Switch. Yeah. Shit, watch the shit.
From the gun, Dobbs escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half as they have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separate.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 9, Dobbs steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. From the gun on third down, Dobbs. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, 22.
They'll try and throw for it here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 42-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Switch. Check 26.
They go right back to Mack. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down now, Hilliard, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On the run, this is Hilliard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Dobbs, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Fair.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You got it.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Staying on the ground with Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
From the gun on third down. Dobbs. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Dobbs under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Dobbs eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run. It's Hilliard. Taron Johnson made the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
His throw caught at about the 5. He got 29 yards that time. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Dobbs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Chark. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
70, Indy. Hey, block it. Hurry, hurry. Ready?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to let it fly. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Here we go again.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Josh Jones in on the stop. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Shift. Quick the edge. Come. Watch the safety creep. Hey.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Lock. a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Bears, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.